Now let's talk about if you have a show, if you produce content, where you can repurpose, meaning post it twice, 3 times, 4 times, what kind of formats you can reshuffle it in, and the platforms where you can post it. Because the more platforms you put it on, obviously the more traffic you get, the more exposure you get.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
And in something like 2015, it was simpler times because all you had to do was like record a video for YouTube, transcribe it and edit it, and that would turn into a blog post. And you can take the audio from that and turn it into a podcast. And so I call that era simpler times. Maybe that's like my joke for this video. That wasn't all that long ago, but now it's far more complicated because you have, first of all, growth of live shows, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. You can go live on Twitter, you can go live on Instagram, you can go live on TikTok and whatever, and many, many other platforms. So short video is getting more popular now, and you can put it on many, many places, far more places than before. And one challenge is that it's nearly impossible to repurpose everywhere well. Whereas if you just had a video, transcribe it, turn it into a podcast, you could kind of do that well. But now the problem is that if it's live, you're more engaging in the moment, but usually you don't have the option of editing. So you have some bad parts, some good parts. It's live. Like it might not go well. You might forget what you're saying. You might be like, I just lost my train of thought. And you know what? That's live. Like that's right there, bad quality video. So it's not really good for repurposing because you have a lot of lower quality video. But the thing is that if you're live, you can live stream to Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Like there's software that allows you to stream it to many, many platforms live at the moment. So you kind of have to choose. Are you short form video or are you long form video, and what makes sense for your situation? In the past, you didn't really have to choose, but now you kind of do have to choose. And so I don't know what your situation is, but try to take all of this into consideration as you think about what's the ideal long-term format that will achieve your goals. And I'll give you an example. If you have an informational kind of a show, when you talk about something, well, here's like a interesting thing you can do. So if you start out by creating like a grand outline, like if this was a book, for example, it would be like a 500-page book, meaning you're giving the subject matter extensive coverage. And then for every topic in that outline, you just on your schedule every week or every day, however frequently you create your content, put out short videos. And then the videos can go on your social media, podcast, and YouTube, or wherever else you post, and it's going to start getting you traffic growth and branding. And of course, the transcriptions for those short videos become blog posts. And long term, what happens is when, let's say a year from then, when you created all those videos, when you created all those blog posts, guess what? They actually turn into a full course that you can sell and a book that you can sell if you put together the blogs and just edit them a little bit, but all the content is already there because you've been creating it, and the videos. So at the same time, you created a course and a book, but at the same time, you've been growing your audience on social media, and now you can sell to that audience. The only caveat is, of course, you cannot sell all the content that's already been free. So usually what people do in that situation is they just create extra 10 or 20% extra insightful content that goes into the paid products, the course and the books. And so then it makes sense to have it all in one place. And most people don't even know that all of this is available on like YouTube or podcasts, but they will find it on maybe like Amazon or Udemy or maybe your own site if you sell the course. So this is kind of like a grand vision for total content repurposing that gets your branding, gets your sales, and gets you products in the end of the day.